right now, I don't get this album, and I'm hoping to get it. Like, I'm listening to it constantly, and I do like a couple of songs. Of course, I love a bunch of songs on it, but I don't get it in the totality, and I still think that a lot of these newer sounds and styles he's trying just doesn't seem like growth. It seems like acclimated. Like? Hold on. All right, let me ask you a question. What do you think the difference between growth and acclimation is? Like, I think he's just acclimating to what the kids are doing. It's not growth. It's just doing what they're doing.
He is. If you actually was tapped in and you listen to these beats, I don't think you even understand who the niggas that's producing these albums are. Like, Yachty had a hand in this shit way more than people think. I understand. Yachty had a hand in this motherfucker way more than people think. It sounds so current. It was a fucking song. I heard, like, I think it was Calling for You. You can hear the new Drake. You never heard of CLB, you never heard of Her Loss. This is like some shit that Yachty obviously helped. Like, Yachty's telling this nigga this is the new sound, and Drake is hitting new flows, and I think you wouldn't get it now, but over time when Drake does it again and it's a hit song, you will understand,
bro.
I'm not even a Drake fan.
All right, hold on. All right, bro. Okay, and by the way, I've been seeing this in music, and again, you know, and I know Drake's watching, so you know, I'll tell him the same thing I told this to Uzi's face when Uzi played me his album too. Call me old then, because when I heard Uzi making music sounding like Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely, I was like, I'm sorry. I want this. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. If me saying that a artist that I enjoy just acclimating to the new SoundCloud underground guy who has a wave and trying to piggyback off their sound or style, if I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying it's horrible, but it's like, wait, like, first of all, it's like dumbed down of what you normally do. It doesn't really fit, and you're not really bringing, it's different if you swag it up, right? You swag it up in some new version.
He's swagging it up, bro. What? I don't like this shit you doing, bro. If you hear For All the Dogs, it don't sound like Yeet, bro. It don't sound like Destroy Lone. Like,
I didn't say it does. I didn't say it does. Yo, my nigga. There's certain. Yo, let me see. I don't want to get YouTube kicked off, bro. There's certain songs I played, and as soon as the fucking song played, I'm like, that's a Yachty inspired flow. That's a Yachty inspired flow.
Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Yachty wish he could sound like that. No cap. I understand Yachty wrote that shit, but Drake is Drake, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think Yachty wrote shit. I think Yachty gave the flows.
Of course, he wrote it. Nigga, that's a writing credit. What are you talking about? I get Yachty helped influence the sound of his album.
Hey, listen, what I've realized is that I think the audience is kind of split. Because I ain't gonna lie, I heard what Joe said this morning. I was like, I think he got a little personal on certain shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but I was like, so this is fair.
You think he's too old? You think he's too old? You think he's too old for this type of shit?
No. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you never really get too old for music. My thing is, I don't want to see Drake doing what the underground niggas or these new niggas is doing. I want Drake to keep innovating. And hold on. The reason why I'm shocked that you're repeating this or you're saying that this is your opinion, because anytime we talk about Drake and Kanye, this is why you have a legit argument. Kanye, who is always inspired by people around him, will take their sound and push it forward. I didn't get that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get that from this. I didn't get that.
You don't listen to enough Yeet or Destroy Lonely or Ken Carson like I do to understand. He's not sounding nowhere near anything. Wait, pushing their sound.
Wait, bro. I didn't say. Oh my. I shouldn't have mentioned those guys. Hold on. I shouldn't have mentioned those guys' names because now you think that I'm saying. I didn't say Drake is sounding like those guys. I was saying that. No, I'm not saying he sounds like them. If anything, them flows sound like some Yachty shit. And them Yachty flows, I'm sorry, it just ain't cohesive for a bunch of bars, which I want to hear. For a bunch of double entendres and really dope, clever shit that I like to hear from Drake. I'm sorry, it just ain't copacetic for that. So again, while it might be catchy and trendy, which by the way we're gonna see in time, if it's that good and it's so catchy and trendy, we'll see how long and how memorable these songs happen to be going forward in the future. And I might be wrong. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of history. I'm just trying to say that, to me, wasn't it?
So what do you think about Jumbotron shit popping?
That's fire.
And Yachty wrote that. You know that, right?
Okay, so hear what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not one of the people that say Yachty should never work with Drake. I mean, at first I was like, I didn't get it. But once I realized the contribution of Drake, I realized there's a middle ground. And that sweet spot is where we get Jumbotron shit popping, which I think everybody likes. But
niggas ain't like it when it dropped, though, Act. Niggas ain't like it when
who didn't like Jumbotron shit popping when it dropped?
Niggas ain't like Jumbotron.
Bro, that shit was...
Niggas ain't like that when that shit dropped, bro.
Who?
Facts.
Who?
The majority, they didn't expect Drake to swag rap on a whatever futuristic type beat that was. They didn't expect, because it was new for Drake. That was some new shit. Drake ain't never rap like that ever. Drake ain't never rap like that. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So you gotta...
Who didn't like
that shit time?
Who didn't like that song? No, hold on. Who did you hear vocalize they didn't like that song?
It's easy to say this shit in retrospect. If you heard this shit when it dropped, niggas can easily say cap now, bro. Niggas say the same shit about Love is Rage 2. Or niggas say the same shit about Eternal Take. It's hard, a whole lot of red. It's hard now, a year later, but when it dropped, niggas didn't expect that type of shit from Drake. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Niggas didn't see that from Drake. I knew Yachty wrote it. I knew that was some Yachty shit. But niggas ain't see that shit. It's the same thing as this album. That I Don't Give a Fuck song when Yeet, give it a year from now. Niggas will be like, okay, Drake cook on this motherfucker. Even if you
bro. I hate that you're making. I hate that you're making. I hate you're making micro points when I'm talking about a macro type of situation. What I'm trying to say is that hold on. I'm trying to say that what gives credence to what Joe said, and I'm gonna just be honest. Like, listen, and shit. Put it like this, and this is why it's kind of laughable that whether it's Drake or y'all be like, yo, Ak is salty because of a call. Because do you know the easiest thing I could have came on today and did? I could have said, this was classic. This was the best thing I've ever heard. I could have jumped up and down. I could have like, oh my God. And I'm pretty sure he would have been like, yo, Ak, I'll fuck with you, man. Bro, I'm a fan. I have to listen to this music. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. And again, that's not me saying, keep in mind, that's not me saying, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm trying to figure out the direction that was taken on this album, and I'm trying to figure out why this new direction of some of these flows and even beats that he's going towards, it feels like he's more just trying to acclimate to a climate, which, put it like this, I'll use that song with Bad Bunny. Not because you try to acclimate to something means you're pushing it forward. MIA, Drake, Bad Bunny, amazing. This song, Bad Bunny and Drake, garbage.
Bro, what? Bro, MIA was more Drake acclimating than this song. No, right? MIA was more of Drake hopping on this nigga wave than this song.
Bro, hear what I'm saying. Like we're talking past each other. I'm talking about, do you think MIA and this new Spanish song is just as hot? This new one is not good. No. It's not good. The song that's a miss. The Bad Bunny song is the one that's a miss for me. And hold on. This is why I was trying to tell you. I said, when you get the perfect synergy, when Drake is crossing genres or Drake is acclimating to a certain extent or working with someone who does something different like a Yachty or even a Bad Bunny, when it works, you get a Jumbotron shit popping, you get a MIA. But it doesn't always work. And when it don't work, you get this new Spanish song. And then when it, like, I'm not going to say these other songs don't work, but the fact that it's noticeable that I feel like he's trying to acclimate makes me feel like it's less effective.
So do you think Yachty ruined this album? Yachty's influence ruined this album. Be honest, Act. Do not lie. I'm gonna know when you lying to me. So just keep it a being. Do you think Yachty's influence ruined this album?
I can't blame Yachty if Drake is the one who's trying to do this.
Yeah, but Yachty influence matters the most. Bro, come on, bro. Keep it a B with me, bro. Like, do you think Yachty influence of what is current and what is the culture?
Okay.
Bro,
This is what I'll say. And let me be a little bit more definitive. I think that, and again, time is going to be the master and going to be the person who has the answers to this test of this question we're trying to answer.
Yeah.
I think we're going to look back at, like, for example, when Jay-Z did Kingdom Come, that was an album that a lot of people even called at the time it was a fat album. You're going European Hove. You know why? Because in time, that album was not going to ever be remembered because what he was trying to acclimate to was not something that was really sustainable and really going to matter in a grand scheme of things. It's a fad. And what I'm trying to say is that some of the things that I see that Drake is trying to acclimate with the newer generation, I don't even know if it has lasting power. So when I see the greatest rapper of all time take an album and is a little bit inspired. Again, by the way, it's not all the songs. Some of the songs are just like amazing. But some of these joints, that's where I look at them like, that's where I think the Yachty influence is, but I can't blame Yachty too much because that's Drake. Drake wants to do that.